And welcome back to Subculture on centralcoastradio.com. Well, we got something very special for you right now. We're about to play a brand new track from Velvet Bloom called Miles Away. But Velvet Bloom is also about to have some amazing shows that are happening. So we thought we would actually get Maddie Herbert from the band on the phone to talk a little bit about these amazing shows that are coming up, but also to tell us a little bit about Miles Away as a track as well. Welcome to the program, Maddie.
Hello, thank you for having me.
No problem. Now, Maddie, Miles Away, this is such a beautiful track. Tell us a little bit about this amazing track that I know our listeners are going to fall in love with.
The last thing that we released was our Glimmer EP last year, and we were kind of looking to create something that was a little bit more acoustic, and so we decided to make an acoustic EP, and this is the first single from that acoustic EP. There's obviously acoustic guitars and vocals, but there's also some synths and stuff through it. It's an acoustic soul sound, I'd say. And we've had a really good time shooting the music video for this one, and just writing it and being in the studio and actually creating something that is a little bit more stripped back.
It's also a very, very personal track. Tell us a little bit about the theme that's explored with the lyrics as well.
Yeah, so I guess it's for people who are feeling like they're in a long distance relationship. It can be with a friend, it can be with anyone, but it can also be with a partner. And when you're a musician, I guess you tour a lot, and there's always a lot of proximity between you and your person, which can be really hard to navigate. So I wrote this last year when we were on probably the most hectic tour schedule that we had been on. And I was away from my partner for a while, but also when we were together, we were with our band, and we would because we're both creatives and we're both in the same project, you're spending all this time together, but you're actually not really spending time together, and it's just this really weird feeling.
It's such a personal track that it almost feels like a diary entry. Was that something you were aware of when you wrote the track?
Yeah, definitely. Well, because we were on tour, it kind of was.
Yeah.
It was a diary entry. At the point in time that I wrote it, I hadn't written guitar parts yet, I don't think. So it was... Yeah, it was only a melody and lyrics at a point.
And is Miles Away a good example of what people can expect from the EP as well?
Definitely. The only difference is we've actually co-written some songs, and we have a feature vocalist on the other two tracks. And his name's Jay Jerome. He's an incredible soul R&B artist from Tasmania, and one of the best vocalists I've ever worked with. So I'm really, really excited to release those ones. One of the tracks is a duet, which I also haven't released before, so that's really exciting for me.
Awesome. So how did you and Jay first meet? Was it through music, or... Yeah, how did you first meet?
Yeah. So, his housemate booked us for a show down in Tassie last year, and then was just so wonderful, so accommodating. She ended up booking us other shows just to kind of make it a little bit more feasible for us to get down there and stuff. And we ended up, they have this incredible house in Hobart, and it's a massive creative hub, essentially. They all are in various bands, and they're all just the best people, and we felt like we met a little family down there. But Jay supported us for one of the shows in Tassie, and was also playing at another show that was kind of more of a I'd say an arts festival down at the Salamanca Arts Centre. And yeah, we just we all became very close very quickly, and then he came up in December for, I think it was for work, but then he ended up staying here and we spoke about writing together, and I showed him a song and he was like, I really want to be on this one if you'll have me. And then he wrote a verse and yeah, came back up kind of a few times since then. And yeah, we've just grown a really nice friendship, and our writing styles are super similar but also super different, so it feels really good to write together because we both want similar things but express ourselves in like slightly different ways. So it's like, yeah, yin and yang kind of thing.
Yeah, the perfect match. You mentioned the video clip as well before. Now, it premiered at the St Kilda Film Festival, but tell us a little bit about this video clip and how that came together.
Yeah, so the incredible House of Vera, they are so wonderful. They reached out to me and asked if I would want to do a music video with them, and we were thinking of leaving it until we had kind of our next new music out. But then, because we were going to kind of keep this one a lot more simple, but then I don't know, it all just kind of aligned. Like, they were so good to work with. I'd never worked with a producer before, and she was just fabulous. Her name's Anna, and then Zinnia, who did kind of a bulk of the filming stuff. They were so good to work with. Like, in shoots and stuff, like, mostly it's kind of been me coordinating them and like figuring out what we want and stuff, but they were just so integral in like creating the theme and all of the shots and stuff as well. Like, I had people kind of like, telling me what to do, telling me how to move like my hands or like that kind of thing. So it was really nice. I had a really good time with that.
Now, you've got the tour coming up as well of both Victoria and Tasmania. Tell us a little bit about how you're feeling about that tour.
Yeah, we're so excited. Like, we've kind of been pretty quiet on the gig front for a little bit just because we're, obviously the release of this EP, but we're also recording an album at the moment. So, it's been very busy on the back end, but we're really excited. Like, Jay is going to be doing the whole tour with us. And yeah, so it'll be very representative of the latest track, Miles Away. And we've got some CDs, which is really exciting. I don't think we've printed CDs before. So, and when we went down to Tassie last, they were like, every second person was like, do you have CDs? I was like, no. So, yeah, I'm really excited for that. And this is also like the first cover that I've like made myself. So that was also cool.
So tell us a little bit about the shows. What can we expect from the shows? Will you be doing all of the tracks from the EP, and what else will you be playing as well?
Yeah, so we'll be playing all of the tracks from the EP in an acoustic sense, and then also have it'll be like a 3-piece, and we'll have some guitars, some synths, and some keys. And Jay will be, I guess, our third band member, and then he will also play his own sets at all of the shows as well. So in Victoria, we're kind of like headlining, and then in Tassie, he's kind of like headlining.
Awesome. Well, yeah, I can't wait for those shows. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. And for all of our listeners out there, all of those dates and where you can grab tickets from are up on our website at subcultureentertainment.com. Maddie, we're going to play Miles. We're going to play Miles Away on our show right now. So, what would you like to say to all of our listeners out there before they listen to this amazing track?
Yeah, I'd just like to say thank you so much for listening and supporting. Like, we've been so overwhelmed with the response from this one, and we can't wait for you to hear it. If you're in a long distance relationship, or if you feel like you haven't had time with your person, this is a really sentimental track, and it will probably make you feel very very loving. So hope you like it.
Well, thank you very much, Maddie, for joining us on the show this morning. It's been an absolute honour having you on the show, and I think I'm going to be at your Mornington show, so I will see you there.
Hey, cool. Yeah, awesome. I'll see you there. That's so exciting.